So, you say you're a Christian. Well, what is a Christian? First of all, being a Christian is not being religious. And it was religion that killed the Lord Jesus Christ. Who was it that killed Jesus Christ in Israel? Well, it wasn't Christians. It was the Jewish people, and they done it through the Pharisees and other people who didn't want to hear the gospel. So I ask you this, and first of all, I'm going to say, if you like my channel, you like what I have to say, then subscribe and be a member. Come join up and realize the fact that if you want to be a Christian, you got to live like a Christian. Too many people are sports oriented. Where are those sports legends right now? What for testimony do they have? They're into witchcraft, or they're into drugs, they're into alcohol. They end up with a lot of diseases and stuff like that. Immorality. Hollywood is immoral. Most of the movies, you shouldn't even be watching them. I tell you this for a reason, because most of them are sexually oriented. If they're not sexually oriented, they're drugs and alcohol. So you don't want your family, you don't want your kids to perish in those kind of lives. If you're really a person who needs to know the truth, read the Bible. I use the King James Bible. There are other Bibles that you can read, but make sure that the deity of Christ is not taken out of that Bible. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me. So God calls you, and God calls everyone. He doesn't want anyone to perish in hell. If you perish in hell, it's your own fault. God didn't have anything to do with you deciding not to go to heaven. If you think that the government can do something for you and make life better for you, and giving you money or giving you welfare benefits, that's all a hoax. That's a control system that the governments of the world have. If you really want true life, true peace, it can only be done through the Lord Jesus Christ, because he died for you. He died for me. Uh, Please like my channel, subscribe, and send a comment back. Let me know if you know Christ. And if you don't know Christ, today's the day to get saved, because tomorrow it may be too late.